Welcome to Mingle, where imagination meets reality. Join us on an exhilarating voyage into a world of knowledge, entertainment, and inspiration. From thought-provoking discussions to thrilling adventures, our diverse content is tailored to ignite your curiosity and fuel your passion. Immerse yourself in captivating storytelling, expert insights, and jaw-dropping experiences that will leave you wanting more. Hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, and embark on a journey with a community that celebrates the extraordinary. Let's explore, learn, and laugh together. Mingle, your gateway to endless possibilities. Subscribe now, adventure awaits. Credit risk management. Credit threat operation is the process by which fiscal institutions and lenders assess, control, and alleviate the pitfalls associated with advancing plutocrat. It involves colorful strategies and ways to ensure that the credit extended to borrowers is repaid in agreement with the terms and conditions agreed upon. Then are the crucial aspects of credit threat operation. 1. Credit threat identification. Borrower analysis. Estimate the creditworthiness of individual borrowers or businesses by assessing their fiscal history, income, debt situations, and other applicable factors. Assiduity and profitable analysis. Consider external factors similar as profitable conditions and assiduity trends that may impact the capability of borrowers to fulfill their fiscal scores. 2. Credit risk assessment. Credit scoring models use statistical models to assess the creditworthiness of borrowers. These models assign a numerical score grounded on colorful factors to prognosticate the liability of dereliction. Credit conditions assign credit conditions to borrowers grounded on their perceived threat. Credit standing agencies give independent assessments of credit threat. 3. Credit threat dimension. Probability of dereliction, PD, estimate the liability that a borrower will overpass on their scores. Exposure at dereliction, EAD, determine the implicit loss in the event of a borrower dereliction. Loss given dereliction, LGD, assess the anticipated loss as a chance of exposure in the event of dereliction. 4. Credit threat mitigation. Collateral. Secure loans with means, collateral, to reduce the lender's risk. However, the lender can seize the collateral if the borrower defaults. Guarantees and insurance. Gain guarantees from third parties or purchase credit insurance to cover against dereliction. Diversification. Spread credit exposure across a different portfolio to reduce attention threat. 5. Credit threat monitoring and reporting. Regular monitoring continuously cover the creditworthiness of borrowers throughout the life of the loan. Reporting systems apply systems to track and report credit threat criteria to operation and non-supervisory authorities. 6. Credit threat programs and procedures. Establishment of programs. Develop and apply credit programs that outline threat forbearance, blessing processes, and threat operation strategies. Compliance. Ensure compliance with non-supervisory conditions and internal programs. 7. Stress testing. Script analysis. Conduct stress tests to estimate the impact of adverse profitable conditions on the credit portfolio. Perceptivity analysis. Assess how changes in crucial variables, interest rates, profitable pointers, may affect credit threat. 8. Credit portfolio management. Portfolio diversification. Manage the overall credit portfolio to ensure a balance of threat and return. Threat return decur. Estimate and optimize the decur between threat and return in the credit portfolio. 9. Regulatory compliance. Compliance with regulations. Ensure adherence to non-supervisory guidelines related to credit threat operation. Reporting to regulatory authorities. Give needed reports and exposures to non-supervisory bodies. Effectively managing credit threat is pivotal for fiscal institutions to make informed lending opinions, cover against implicit losses, and maintain the stability of their operations. It also helps in structure and maintaining the trust of depositors, investors, and other stakeholders. Credit risk management. Managing credit risk in the context of trading involves assessing and mitigating the risk associated with trading counterparties failing to meet their financial obligations. This is particularly crucial in financial markets where trades involve the extension of credit. Below is a framework for a credit risk management plan specific to trading activities. Counterparty credit risk assessment. Evaluate the creditworthiness of trading counterparties through thorough financial analysis, credit ratings, and market intelligence. Consider using credit derivatives, such as credit default swaps, to hedge against counterparty credit risk. Credit limits and exposure management. Set and enforce credit limits for each trading counterparty to control the maximum exposure. Implement real-time monitoring systems to track exposure levels and trigger alerts when limits are approached or breached. Collateralization. Establish collateral agreements with counterparties to secure trades and mitigate credit risk. Regularly assess the value and adequacy of collateral to cover potential losses. Documentation and legal framework. Ensure that all trading agreements and contracts are well documented and legally sound. Include provisions for collateral, default events, and dispute resolution mechanisms in contracts. Credit risk models. Utilize quantitative models to assess and quantify credit risk associated with trading counterparties. Incorporate stress testing and scenario analysis to evaluate the impact of adverse market conditions on credit risk. Margin requirements. Implement margin requirements for trades to provide an additional layer of protection against potential losses. Adjust margin levels based on market conditions and the creditworthiness of counterparties. Monitoring and reporting. Implement a robust monitoring system to track changes in the creditworthiness of trading counterparties. Generate regular reports to assess credit risk exposure, concentration risk, and compliance with credit policies. Default management and contingency planning. Develop a comprehensive plan for managing defaults, including procedures for early detection, communication, and resolution. Establish contingency plans for replacing or hedging trades in the event of a counterparty default. Regulatory compliance. Stay informed about and comply with relevant regulations governing trading activities and credit risk management. Adapt credit risk management practices to changes in regulatory requirements. Training and skill development. Provide training for trading and risk management teams to enhance their understanding of credit risk and relevant risk mitigation strategies. Foster a risk-aware culture within the organization. Market surveillance. Monitor market conditions and macroeconomic factors that could impact the creditworthiness of trading counterparties. Stay vigilant to emerging risks and adjust credit risk management strategies accordingly. Regular review and adjustment. Conduct regular reviews of the credit risk management plan to ensure its effectiveness in the evolving market environment. Adjust policies and procedures as needed based on lessons learned from past experiences and changes in market dynamics. By adopting a comprehensive credit risk management plan tailored to trading activities, financial institutions can enhance their ability to identify, measure, monitor, and mitigate credit risks associated with trading counterparties. Credit Risk Management Plan. A threat operation plan is a formal document that outlines how an association will identify, assess, respond to, and cover pitfalls in order to achieve its objects. Whether in the environment of a design, business operation, or any other action, a well-developed threat operation plan helps to minimize implicit problems and misgivings. Then is a general structure for a threat operation plan. 1. Preface. Give an overview of the purpose and compass of the threat operation plan. Define crucial terms and generalities related to threat operation. 2. Environment and objects. Figure the environment in which the threat operation plan is being developed, example, for a design, business operation, or specific action. Easily state the objects of the threat operation plan, including what the association aims to achieve through effective threat operation. 3. Risk Management Framework. Describe the overall frame that the association will use for threat operation. Identify crucial places and liabilities for those involved in the threat operation process. 4. Threat Identification. Give a methodology for relating and establishing pitfalls. Specify sources of pitfalls, similar as internal and external factors. Establish a process for ongoing threat identification throughout the life of the design or action. 5. Risk Assessment. Define criteria for assessing the impact and liability of linked pitfalls. Use a threat matrix or analogous tool to classify and prioritize pitfalls. Assign responsibility for threat assessment conditioning. 6. Threat Response Planning. Develop strategies for responding to linked pitfalls. Common response strategies include avoidance, exclude the threat or change the design plan to circumvent it. Mitigation, apply conduct to reduce the probability or impact of the threat. Transfer, shift the threat to another party, example, through insurance or outsourcing. Acceptance, admit the threat and establish a plan for managing its impact if it occurs. 7. Monitoring and control. Figure the procedures for monitoring and controlling linked pitfalls. Define triggers that indicate when a threat response should be actuated. Establish a schedule for regular threat reviews and updates to the threat operation plan. 8. Communication plan. Define how information about pitfalls will be communicated within the association. Identify crucial stakeholders and their places in the communication process. Establish a reporting structure for communicating threat information to applicable parties. 9. Attestation and record keeping. Specify the attestation conditions for recording linked pitfalls, assessment results, and response plans. Define how literal information on pitfalls and responses will be archived for future reference. 10. Review and update. Establish a schedule for reviewing and streamlining the threat operation plan. Include whittles for reviewing and streamlining the plan in response to significant changes in the design or functional terrain. 11. Supplements. Include any fresh supporting attestation or tools, similar as templates, rosters, or guidelines. Flashback. The threat operation plan should be a dynamic document that evolves throughout the life of the design or action. Regular reviews and updates ensure that the association remains visionary in managing pitfalls and conforming to changing circumstances. Alright, Akshay community, that wraps up our preface to the fascinating world of threat operation, planning, trading, and credit risk. However, hit that like button, subscribe for further precious content if you are as agitated as I am to claw into these motives. I will catch you in the coming bone. Stay informed, stay empowered.